Yo, what's good, Mob Psycho Gain? Welcome back. Today, we are finishing off Mob. Oh, no. Guys, honestly, it's been a little bittersweet to think about. Mob has definitely been, I feel like the first, real show that I've reacted to that's been, a decent size, you know? Like, the first show I ever reacted to on my channel was Solo Leveling, and that was just, 12 episodes, and then I started doing Mob and One Piece after that. And Mob has just been great, kind of having a little bit more of a longer timeline. I feel like we built a little bit of a community together and whatnot. So it's been a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to miss this show. But I'm hoping that it ends off with a bang, with a great conclusion here. I honestly don't doubt that it's going to. I think Mob Psycho has been such a good, well-rounded show that I can have faith that these last two episodes are going to close it out well. Let's go ahead and recap the character ratings from last time before we get into this. We gave MVP to Taruki. Not even just around just him himself, kind of what he represents as a friend to Mob and all the other people in Mob's life who are all genuinely concerned for him. And even in this state where he's really exploded and isn't himself, they all still love and care for him. And I like the whole concept of Taruki still being his rival, right? It's funny, I'm watching Naruto right now. No big deal. And, the theme of rivalry and your friendships is actually really prevalent in that show as well. And it makes me interested thinking about, how, good friends kind of, push each other in those ways. It's can be in a healthy way that we challenge each other to be our best version of ourselves. And I think Taruki did that last episode for Mob, showing him that he cares for him, but he's also challenging him to maintain his control. For the best moment, we gave that to Sherizawa when he validates Mob's emotions, kind of talking about how sometimes it's easy to want to rationalize why we feel certain ways or have to justify the way we feel, but emotions aren't really rational by nature. They're irrational by nature, and it's something that you kind of just have to monitor instead of psychoanalyzing it, right? And I just kind of thought that was a really good moment for Sherizawa to validate Mob's feelings, and it's just interesting to think about emotions versus the rational side of your brain. Lastly, for the funniest moment, we gave that to Onigara when Mob's looking for advice from the Body Improvement Club, and he's like, just show her what YT Poison's got. Such a throwback. I haven't heard YT Poison in a minute. All right, y'all, before we get into these episodes, if you could do me a favor, comment some other animes you would maybe be interested in, me reacting to next. For now, my plans are to kind of just stick to Naruto, reintroduce One Piece soon. I've been on a little bit of a break from One Piece, but as we get into this new year, I know there's some new animes coming out. I think the Demon Slayer movie's coming out. I think One Punch Man season 3 is coming out, and so those are kind of on my list or my radar right now. But if you guys have any other suggestions, maybe one similar to Mob or other animes that have impacted you that you would like to see me react to, comment them down below, and I will try to include them in polls in the future and whatnot. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into these last episodes.
ではこの案件についてまず古くなった机、椅子の状態を確認した上で買い替えるべき数と予算を。どうした影山？
気分でも悪いのかい？
Can you sense Mob?
Sumimasen. ちょっと早退させてください。
おい、影山。
兄さん、まさか振られたショックで。
ごめんなさい。私好きな人いるから。
Oh, he's assuming the worst.
待ってて、兄さん、今行くから。
Dude, the destruction is unreal.
兄さんのだ。まさか事故にあったのか。
Oh, I forgot about the scars fighting. Oh no. They worked so hard at that shop.
やはり俺たちでは止められんか。
Yes.
なんだ後ろからも爆発がマジかよ
Oh, I'm nervous.
どうする
The boss.
お前たち立派に働いているようだな。ここから先は私に任せておけ。
No.
借りを返しに来た。悪いが少し痛めつけるぞ。
Honestly, I can't believe we're getting this confrontation again. 1v1 with the strongest. Holy shit. Oh, not the noodles.
機嫌かと思ったら機嫌がいいようにも見える。いや、開放的と言うべきか。我慢することをやめたようだな。それ自体悪いこととは思うんが、本当に同一人物か。
Doesn't look like it.
まさかここまで差があるとは
Yeah, the difference in the power.
簡単にやられそうになってんじゃねえよ
Hey.
やばかったぞ今の
Oh.
ショー、ここで何をしている？
ダメ親の社会奉仕に協力してやんねえと一応息子と
I just love the flip in perspective. Like, just a season ago, we were rooting against this guy so much, how evil he was, and now we're rooting for him against Mob.
マジかよリツの兄貴とぶつかるなんて気が引けるな
だが、優しさを見せてどうにかなる状況ではない。
優しい親父なんて見たことねえけど親父おい大丈
Damn, he's getting hit left and right.
負けた力を補うために彼のエネルギーを拝借する必要。
I consumed it.
夫わざと食らってたのか
勝負はここからだ。手伝うか、ショー。エネルギーをあの勢いで絶えず放出し続けていれば、必ずスタミナが底をつく。
ガス欠ねるんだね了解
Now, how much stamina does he really have in this state, though?
兄さん、あの事故以来僕らはお互いに本気でぶつかったことがなかった。事故の責任を背負い込んでから兄さんは変わった。怒ったり笑ったり。小さい頃はもっと気持ちを表に出してたのに、自分から超能力を見せることもなくなってしまった。あの兄さんは蓋を開けて出てきた。抑圧されたもう一人の兄さん。
Yeah, repression.
根っこの部分でつながっていて切り離すことはできない。これからも付き合って生きていかなきゃならないんだよ。
Turkey's ass, of course.
テルさん
Oh no.
私に続け。
待ってるよ
Time for the epic animation. Let's go. Oh god. They're gonna cause so much destruction. Jeez.
マジかよ
そうきたか。
いやいや俺たちの全力が吸い込まれ
Damn, he's in a state where he can still like make a smart decision like that too. He's putting it right back on him.
何くだらねえことやってんだよおい
時間稼ぎすらままならんとは。
Dang, dude, he's next level. Just think if Mob had exploded last season, he would have freaking handled the boss so quickly.
様子がおかしい何が起きたんだ れはもがいている。
He needs Ritsu and Reigen and everyone around him to help him fight.
いつの兄貴もまだ戦ってるんだ。暴走する自分の力と。
強いな、お前は。
Yep.
今の最大の
That's why we didn't see it in season 2, man.
そう
That's what real strength is, to try to control that power.
一つだけ彼を停止させる方法がある。私が器となり、エネルギーをすべて吸収する。あの時の彼と同じことをやればいい。
あれを無茶だろ。
We're gonna get a return of the broccoli.
それでいい。私が人柱になれば。
勝手なこと言ってんじゃん。
覚悟はできている。
親父。
Show doesn't want to lose him.
すまない。どうやら私はまだお前ほど強くはなれないようだ。ショー、肩を貸してくれないか。逃げよう。
Damn. That's heartbreaking, man. Bittersweet. Like, I love that for Sho and Suzuki, but at the same time, it's heartbreaking for Mob.
超能力は怖い。彼はとっくに知っていたんだな。これは禁忌の力だと。
ああ、分かってる。俺ももう使わねえよ。普通に生きるのが一番大事なんだろ。
難題だな。だが彼はそうしてきた。
Takes some true tenacity.
あの兄貴、これからどうなるの？
誰にも止められん。
やりすぎだよ兄さん。
Oh
やっ
no.
ぱりまだ現場にいたか。
Please don't hurt them.
助けに来たよ。一緒に体育館に避難しよう。影山だよな。返事しろ、これら。
ただのトラップじゃないな。おそらく影山は一種の無遊病のような症状が出ているんじゃないか。
Let's see what the body improvement club's got, y'all.
やはりこのまま放っておくわけにはいかんな。行くかーい。おい。みんなを軽々と。俺たちの知らない影山君はこんなに強かった。
Oh, he knew.
いつもの影山君も実はみんな尊敬してるんだよ。だから元に戻ってくれないかな。やめろ。
危ないよ。やっぱりその状態になってた。久しぶりだね兄さん。ずっと怖かった、こうなるのが。
Yeah, this is Ritsu's worst
兄
nightmare.
さんじゃない別の何か。いつそれが出てくるかずっと怯えてた。嫌いだ。だけどもう怖くない。やっと分かったんだ。別の怖い何かではなく、それも兄さんの一部なんだってことを。だったら怖くない。だって僕は弟だから。ダメだリツ、それは間違ってるよ。これは僕じゃない。リツ、それにガッツくんな。兄さん、勝手に一人で苦しまないでよ。どうかしたの？何か悩みがあったら聞くよ。大丈夫、ありがとう。本当は兄さんに相談に乗ってほしかった。だけど今思えば兄さんも僕に話せないことを抱えてたんだよね。
Yeah.
そうやって自分の力に蓋をして
This is what happens when you repress things, y'all.
傷つけたくない。この
For
まま
both
じゃ
of them.
また。でも兄さんにはこれ以上変わってほしくないんだ。自分だけで背負わないで。僕がいるよ。これ以上抑えられない。動けない。僕の力じゃ全く対抗できない。兄さんのために僕にできることは何もないのか。もうやめてよ。僕の力なんだろう。いい加減にしろ。言うことを聞け。止まらない。律が危ない。高根さんにまで危害が及んだら兄さんはきっと耐えられない。それなら僕が。きっとそうだ。ショックで何か変化が起きるに違いない。ごめん兄さん。違う。トラウマで縛ることじゃない。兄さんのために僕ができること。それはこれからもずっと何でも相談できる弟であること。本気でぶつかり合える弟になることだ。
Yeah. Someone you don't need to feel like you gotta repress anything around. Just be everything you are already.
今やっと分かった。僕が力を求めていたのはこの時のためだったんだ。もう大丈夫だよ兄さん。
Come on, Ritsu.
ダメだ。やめろ。
Damn, the POV view, that's dope.
調味しないで今度は巨大な
Oh my god, Bob's causing absolute chaos, bro.
なぜこうも局地的にそれも立て続けにこういった現象が起こっている。一部有識者の中には
Yeah, we're getting all the characters.
超能力者の仕業であると論じる人も現れています。政府の緊急記者会見によりますと、今回の件につき公的機関は一切関与して。この先通行止めです。立ち入ることはできません。あ、ちょっと待ちなさい。
Aw.
僕の力じゃこれが限界か。
He did well, man.
兄さん見つけた。君は何？どうしてこんなことするの？僕は僕だ。影山茂雄だよ。君こそ誰？僕は影山茂雄。ああ、モブか。偽物の僕。偽物はそっちだ。僕の中からいなくなってくれ。だったら君が消えてくれ。僕は自由に生きる。お前を止める。誰も僕を止められない。
I love the depiction of all this. So interesting.
心なしか体が重たくねえか。これ以上近づくのは危険かもしれないですね。でもあの竜巻の中にモブがいるんだろう。
Damn, dude, the way they animated that tornado looks great.
あそこまで送り届けてくれるだけでいい。頼む。わかりました。やれるだけやってみましょう。よし、行こ
なぜこんなことを。車にはねられたのを覚えているか。体だけじゃ動けなくなったんだ。だから意志で動くしかない。何を言ってるんだ。こんなの僕の意志じゃないよ。つぼみちゃんに会いに行くって強い気持ちがあるだろう。僕にとってそれは何より大事なものだ。そんなものこんなに人に迷惑かけてまですることじゃない。お前の考えは普通じゃないよ。普通ってなんだ。またそうやって僕そのものを否定するのか。このままあんたの方が壊れて消えれば もう僕は我慢しなくていい。
Wow. This is powerful stuff, man.
次に目覚めた時は僕は僕になってる。さよなら、モブ。
Sheesh, y'all. Damn. Crazy. That depiction of trauma goes next level, y'all. Jeez.
やっば、このままじゃ本当にここに来るじゃん。どうしよう。
Probably run.
こうなっちゃったら仕方ないか。
She have a sense it's mob as well.
あんなに声が震えてたんだもんね。
She's pretty empathetic.
気をつけて傘の下から出ないようにしてください。これがモブの力なのか。おそらく自分の意志じゃなくて何かのショックが原因で暴走してしまってるんだと思います。セリダ、それって特別なことか。はい、俺はそうじゃないと思う。すいません、レーゲンさん、引き返しましょう。ここまで来てどうした。俺のエネルギーがすごい勢いで奪われてるみたいで、急いでここを離れないと。なら先に戻っててくれ。え
Man.
モブと二人で話したいことがあるんだ。俺一人で行かせてくれ。レーゲンさん。
Just willing to risk his life, man.
このままつぼみちゃんの元に行っちゃダメだ。こんな姿を見られたら。こんな姿だからこそつぼみちゃんに見てもらう必要がある。その上で受け入れてもらえれば僕は幸せだ。つぼみちゃんが僕の力に興味がなくなってからモブは力を使わなくなった。好きな人のために自分が変わるのは自然なことじゃないの。違う。相手がつぼみちゃんの場合は、なんで好きになったかを思い出せばいい。仲が良かったから。違う。つぼみちゃんは超能力を使える僕を特別扱いしなかった。
Yeah, she accepted the psychic powers.
僕とモブを一人の友達として仲良くしてくれた。向き合ってくれたから。つぼみちゃんを本当に好きになったのはお前じゃない、僕だ。
Damn.
あの人は、師匠は僕のことを特別扱いなんてしない。気づかないふりはもうやめろよ。あの人は嘘つきだ。師匠には何度も助けられてきた。それは利用できるからだよ。あの人は僕の力を仕事に使うことにしか興味がない。そういう意味で僕を一番特別扱いしてたのはあの人だ。でももう大丈夫。他人が僕を飼いならすことはできない。本当の姿を知ればあの人も。
It's gotta be Reigen, man.
あの驚いた顔。ほら、もう僕を怖がってる。ここに近づけもしない。
Yeah, because he got hit with a fucking rock. Damn.
モブ、戻ってこい。知らなかった。これがお前の抱えていたものなのか。それを俺は知らなかった。知らなかったんだ。師匠。
I mean, Mob barely even had an idea, to be honest.
モブ、待て。話があるんだ。話が。モブ、聞いてくれ。頼む。話を。モブ。
Oh, jeez, dude. Yeah, we got the theme song. Let's go.
そり筋トレしてたんだぜ。
No way, dude. This is sick. This is the first season's theme song, right? Okay, Reigen. He's been laying off the cigs. Oh my god, he's going ham. Jeez. This man's gonna have his whole body broken at the end of this. Oh, this is making me sad, y'all. What a freaking show, man.
話を聞け。ダメだ。この人の話を聞いたら、僕はせっかく自由になったんだ。
Man, is Shibami still gonna be there, bro?
もうすぐ会える。なあ、モブ。ずっとお前に言えなかったことがあるんだよ。まさか、この人にこんな力が。今のお前にこそ伝えたいんだ。つぼみちゃんに会う前にな。よう、元気そうじゃねえか。久しぶりだ。
No fucking way. Are you kidding me? You know, I was holding out, y'all. I was holding out, I was hoping, but multiple episodes going by, I did not think he was coming back. Let's go.
俺様を待ち続けたおかげで、なんとか消滅せずに済んだみてえだ。そんでこの力の渦に引き寄せられて、また戻ってこれたってことだ。相棒、レーゲンの話も聞いてやろうぜ。
そこでたまたまエクボと会ったんだ。おかげで間に合った。
俺様だって存在維持するだけでギリギリなんだ。
ああ、そうみたいだな。エクボ、助けてくれたところ悪いが、席を外してくれないか。
はあ？お前一人でどうするっつうんだよ。分かったよ。喧嘩すんじゃねえぞ。
もう、俺にはな、霊能力も超能力も何の力もないんだ。持ってないんだよ。
Owning that part of himself.
嘘。最初から嘘だったんだ。ちょっと失礼。
Right back to his normal self.
俺はよく嘘をつく。客にもお前にもな。初めてお前が事務所に来た日、俺は嘘をついた。お前の悩みを知った気で相談に乗った。お前は俺を簡単に信じた。だからあの日から今日までずっと利用し続けてきたんだ。俺本当は何も知らねえんだ。超能力のこと。これが俺の正体だ。
Take away all the masks.
今まで支障ずらしてすまなかったな。だけど最後に
もう少し言わせてくれ。お前だけが特別なわけじゃない。二面性なんて誰にでもある。俺にも。だからそんなに悩んだ。悩んでもいいか。それもまた当たり前のことだ。ここだけの話。俺は隠してる本当の姿が大嫌いなんだが。
Don't we all, man?
嘘があったからお前と知り合えたわけだし、モブもその力があったから今のお前があるんじゃないか。お前はそのままでいい。もう俺がいなくても大丈夫だ。そろそろ受け入れてやれ、自分を。お前なら、モブならそれができるってことを俺は知ってる。
師匠がそう言ってる。あんたが僕を受け入れてくれるっていうのか。いや、君にも僕を受け入れてほしいんだ。みんながそうしてくれたように。それでいいの？本当に戻ろう、あの頃みたいに。待って、振られちゃったらどうなる？僕は大丈夫だよ。
You gotta trust yourself.
さあ、
Now you'll be alright. You can handle it either way.
行こう。
Beautiful.
エクボ、一人で行かせてやれ。
そもそも本当に待ってんのか、つぼみちゃん。
それを見るのはモブだけでいい。
レイゲン、お前これからどうすんだ？
さあな。お前こそなんか色薄くなってないか？
あ、戻ってきたぞ。
いなかったか。
そりゃそうだよな。
振られた。
何？ちゃんと待ってたのかよ。
僕のことをまだ異性として見たことがないって。
I mean, gotta respect it. Just being honest. That's healthy emotion, though. Even though it's sad.
そういう時もあるって。うん、そうだよ。これからだよ。これから。はい。あとはまあ、この町なんとか直さねえとな。何心配いらねえって。みんな手伝ってくれるだろう。前にお前んち直してくれたやついただろ。あいつも呼んでさ。
Oh, Reigen, man. What a great guy. Great character.
影山先輩、ランニングの時間です。佐川部長が呼んでます。
じゃあそういうことでまた年末開けといてくれ。
今年は私も行くからよろしくね。
また来ますかね、ユウコ。
He's gonna be like, please no.
来るよ。
Ah!
行くかい。
Fight on, fight on.
行くかい。
君たちが入部してもう半年が経ったね。みんなだいぶ走れるようになった。
僕も去年はすぐ貧血になってたんだけど、ここまで頑張れたのは仲間のおかげだから、みんなもきつい時は助け合ってね。
はい。
最近はどう？副会長ってやっぱり大変？
やる気次第かな。前任の先輩たちが意欲的だったってことがよく分かったよ。兄さんはどう？
副部長。
Vice captain. Okay.
来週は武蔵先輩たちとトレーニング合宿行くんだ。そうだ。
弟くんはなかなか見込みのある筋肉をしていたぞ。一緒にどう？
って言ってたけど。
いや、僕は副会長の仕事がかなり大変だから遠慮しとくよ。大丈夫？気をつけて。
Damn, he's climbing it. They definitely made it look like he was about to use his psychic powers. Bruh. Damn cats.
何やってるの兄さ
いや、影山兄弟。
ん。てるさん。
久しぶりだね。
Damn.
花沢くんも
Taruki looking suave AF, bro. Finally got his hairstyle down.
また買い物でもどう？
いいね。行こう。
またあの T シャツを？今度こそ止めないと。
兄さん。
リツも行きたいの？ハゲモンの新作。いや、僕は
What the fuck's going on?
あの T シャツ結構気に入ってるんだ。そうかい？お邪魔します。
あ、来た来た。
3人ともよく来てくれたね。まあまあ、座って。
はい、お茶どうぞ。
お電話ありがとうございます。
Spirits and such.
私もここでバイト始めて半年よ。だいぶそれっぽくなってきたでしょ。で、どうなの最近、彼女さんとは。
彼女じゃないですよ。
Oh,
振られ
okay.
たんだから。
I thought for sure you met another girl already.
あら、いいじゃない。
Oh, they talk on the phone. So they're still friends.
倉田部長来ました。あ、他にも誰か入り口にいますよ。お客さんじゃないかな。
え？
誰？
僕が呼んだんだ。
よー、水沢。
Damn, he's looking like his dad.
鈴木。
おー、リーツ、久しぶりだな。
来た来た。倉田部長、もうすぐ来ちゃいます。
オッケー、じゃあ。
Is it like a surprise party for him?
疲れた。何が妖怪だよ。ただのケツアゴのおっさんじゃねえか。しろってしつこいから。適当に塩巻いてきて。お前がやってんのいつもそんなんだけど。電気消える。いないのか？
レイさん、誕生日おめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。
Damn, that cake looks dank.
さあ、火を消してください。あれ？お前目赤くね？バズ！いつもえ？
気が利く秘書でしょ。時給上げて。
やべえ！俺の
Psychic powers, please. Fuck.
おい、誰だ今やったのは？依頼に来るんだぞ。
そうだっけ？
お前ら手伝ってもらうからな。
Wow. Bravo. Great show. Oh. But I'm so sad it's over. I ain't gonna lie. Feeling all kinds of emotions right now. All right, y'all. There you have it. The last episodes of Mob Psycho 100 coming to an end here. Beautifully done last couple of episodes here. Really wrapped up the series well. I love the themes of this episode, kind of going full circle almost to back when we first met Mob in season 1. And I have to say that I got to just give props to the show as a whole. I think it has to be one of the most well-rounded shows that I've seen in my life. So many lessons to be learned, good humor, great animation, great characters, great writing. I feel fortunate to be able to have been able to consume this and, do a whole series with it. I think I'll look back on this series and be really proud of it because of how just interesting and thought-provoking the show has been for me. I've definitely learned a lot of it with myself. A lot has resonated with me, and it's no different in these episodes. These episodes do a really great job of conveying trauma, and not just trauma, but the repression or the dormancy of trauma and how it can fester and explode into something that's much more dangerous. It shows, when that dormant or repressed trauma, that repressed wound, eventually sneaks out through some other traumatic event, some other shocking thing that can really hurt the people and the environment around you. We see that represented with Mob, the absolute power coming out here and the destruction of the city, him hurting people who he doesn't want to really hurt. It's just this wound is expressing itself in such a dangerous way. I really love the internal dialogue that Mob has with himself during these episodes, and how they depict the split between Mob here. Of course, this being of Mob that we've seen in the past few episodes here is obviously not really Mob himself, the one that we've come to know, but really what it is it is a depiction of part of himself, the part that he's rejected, the part that he's repressed from the pain he had when he lost control way back when and hurt Ritsu and those bullies that were hurting them. I just love seeing how Mob is continuing to reject this side of him throughout it, right? And we can see how hurt this part of him is, and even getting some context about that this part of Mob was really the reason he fell in love with Shibomi in the first place. It was because she accepted that part of him, unlike pretty much everyone else in society or his peers had done thus far in his life, right? And in a way, Shibomi was showing Mob what he needed to do the whole time for himself, which was to accept that part of himself. I think acceptance is a really important theme in Mob, and it's something that I actually really believe heavily in, just based off my own experience. I've had times in my past, especially the past 5 years, where I struggled with different things in my life about myself. Maybe there were some wounds that I hadn't addressed or hadn't been aware of, and they kind of came out in ways that forced me to deal with them. But a lot of times you end up grappling with it, right? You kind of judge yourself, or there's some shame there, and it's almost natural to be worried about it and to fight it, to kind of fight tooth and nail against it, rather than trying to integrate that part of yourself with who you are now in life. And I think acceptance is such a huge part of being able to do that, accepting your pain, accepting your current situation. It allows you to move forward in a healthier way. And it still might take a lot of time, and honestly, it almost is more painful while you're doing it versus just kind of holding on and fighting it. But at the end, it's going to help you heal in a much better way, a quicker way, a fulfilling way. And that acceptance is really tied into having courage, right? You have to have courage to do that because it's scary. And we see multiple characters do that in these episodes. We see Ritsu do it with showing this part of himself to Mob, of how he's been scared of this other part of Mob. And in reality, all he really wanted to do was to talk to his brother bluntly and to kind of squash whatever's going on. But this whole time, he also repressed that side of himself, which allowed Mob to continue to repress the pain that he had. So it's important to have the courage to show yourself. And we see that with Reigen showing himself. Even Suzuki, in some ways, showing himself what he really desires in that moment. Even though he is tasked with helping Mob, he realizes he has to show himself that he wants to be with his son instead. He needs to be with his son rather than to sacrifice himself for Mob. And that courage is really about confronting your shame, I think. We look at someone like Reigen, especially in these episodes, where he admits to Mob that he's been lying this whole time, that he's a fake, that he's used Mob. He's obviously ashamed of all of that. Shame is such a powerful emotion that, it's a heavy motivator to change yourself, but at the same time, it's really insidious, where you really don't ever really work through the pain that's causing that shame in the first place. And a lot of times what it takes to work through that pain is to have the courage to show that pain, right? To show that side of yourself that you're ashamed of, that you don't feel fond of. Mob with this powerful version of himself that is unhinged, and Reigen probably this insecure person who doesn't really have much direction. They have to have the courage to show themselves. And for people who have wounds or who have done things they're not proud of, or maybe some bad things have happened to them, it takes a ton of courage to talk about that stuff, whether it's in therapy or even just with your close friends and family. You don't want them to see you in a different way, because automatically you see yourself in a different way. You're scared that their perception of you will be the same as yourself. And, we're all our harshest critics. So, when we do show that side of ourselves to the people that actually love us, they'll accept you and they'll show themselves as well. And I think that's really the antidote to trauma or the unprocessed emotions, especially, is to show them. And I think as people and as a society, our duty and our role, especially for the people we love, needs to be about accepting them when they do that, and showing ourselves as well instead of judging people. I think, a lot of people are scared implicitly to do this as well, because we live in a very judgmental society. It's I think a natural reptilian part of our brain to make quick judgments about things, to protect ourselves, and to set boundaries for ourselves and whatnot. But in these moments, if we're going to all heal from the wounds we have and not pass them down to others, you got to show yourself. You have to have the strength to do that, the courage to do that. And when you don't do that, you see what happens in Mob here, right? You see this explosion and hurting the people and the environment around you. Mob doesn't want to do this, or the Mob we've known doesn't want to do this. It's just because this pain has grown so much while it's laid dormant inside of him that he doesn't have control over it anymore. And I think a lot of hurt people, that happens to them because they never truly process it. They end up doing more bad things, or they pass on their pain to others in ways they don't really want to. That's out of their control. But it's all of our responsibilities to face our wounds, to face them with courage, face that shame, and then to bring them to the people we love, and for them to show themselves as well. Just a quick shout out to a couple of parts I really liked. Dimple coming back, of course. Honestly, I'd given up on it at this point. Y'all know that I was holding out faith for Dimple coming back, but I love that he came back in this moment to help out his friend. And it's almost like Mob was the one who actually summoned him to a degree because he had hope that he was still alive, just like me. But I love that Dimple helped Reigen get to the point where he was able to show himself. Really great scene, flashes to all the different characters we've met in this series. There's been so many. Even the side characters in Mob have all been very interesting and have been great tools for the plot to help teach these lessons that I think a lot of the viewers can take away from the show. All right, y'all, let's move on to our last character ratings. It's so sad, dude. Y'all, I'm feeling so many weird emotions. Like, I'm happy, it's sad. Like, it really does feel bittersweet right now. But for the last one here, it's funny. I'm kind of surprised by this when I was kind of going through it and the notes I was taking, but I'm going to give a sweep to Reigen. I think a lot of the characters in these episodes could deserve any of these character ratings, but I think that Reigen actually ended up being kind of the centerpiece of this, despite it being about Mob. Specifically, I'm giving him MVP for showing himself. He's not the only one who does that. Like I said, Ritsu and Suzuki do that. But I think Reigen is such an important person in Mob's life. And Reigen is a character who, is a lot like Mob in this situation where he hides such a hurt part of himself, or, there's a part of him that is protecting his insecurities, right? And it hurts the people around him, including Mob. But like when he manipulates him, he doesn't really flesh out their relationship as fully as it could be if he did show himself. And I think when Reigen showed the courage to show himself to Mob, it helped Mob have the courage to face his wound and to reintegrate it. And then for the best moment, I gave that to Reigen when he's actually running towards Mob, right? Before he actually gets to him, and we get the first season's theme playing in the background. I don't know why, but it just made me feel so nostalgic and so much emotion in that moment. It's not even the climax of this episode, I'd say, but just felt like such a great, strong, powerful moment of how many emotions Mob has made me feel over this show. Lastly, for the funniest moment, of course, give it to Reigen after he shows himself and he's crying and the big snot bubble comes out. And he's like, oh, it's just my allergies. Reverts automatically back to his normal self. All right, y'all. I think I'll do it for this episodes and review in this series. Oh, man. It's so sad, dude. Really, really appreciate y'all being here to watch the whole series with me. It's been a hell of a journey. It's been a hell of a ride. Even though it's only been like 3 seasons, Mob isn't even that long of an anime. It's funny, like comparing that to like Naruto I'm watching now and stuff, but still, it's been a journey, and I appreciate y'all being here to watch with me this whole time. Would love to, see some comments down below on what y'all think about Mob. Like, how has Mob Psycho impacted you as a person? What have you learned from this show? I'd be really curious to hear y'all's perspectives on it, because I could definitely take away a lot from the show myself. And yeah, I'll also let y'all know if I end up watching that one YouTube video that is supposed to kind of go over all the different lessons that Mob Psycho 100 teaches. I'm probably thinking about doing a reaction video to it where I can just kind of talk it through at the end there, because I think that'd be a fun way to do it. But I need to figure out how I'm going to do with a YouTube video. I think I'd have to use other software and whatnot, so I'll figure it out. But that would be a fun way to tie up this series. But yeah, I hope you all have a really good rest of your day and a really good week. Hope you all enjoyed this series, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.